On 1/4/2014, we are back on the hunt, still looking to where Bigfoot lives. In the area we're looking for caves or old mines. We found water 4 miles from our hot spot. There are 2 creeks, and as you know, when there's water, there's life. We are on the right track. 1/4/2014, found a travel path with the biggest marker that we ever seen. The top of the tree, that was 15 feet in length and hung in another tree right dead center of the pathway. It was 20 feet from the ground into the tree, and as we've seen before, it was shaped like a Y. This type of marker means 2 things. 1, it's a marker for travel. 2, it's also a marker of warning. February 13th and 14th. Cloudy day, rain coming, and then snow. We were researching an area about 8 miles from blank, around 4,500 to 5,000 feet. Came across a cluster of markers, 5 to be exact, right by a small stream. These markers are a sign for travel for Bigfoot. We followed a pathway that also led to some scat, and also a set of footprints. This one had to be very large and also very heavy in weight. We know this because of the depth of the prints. The footprints measured 17.5 to 18 inches in length from heel to toe, and 5.5 to 6 inches in width. This area does have activity. The Squatch does travel through this area. Three 8/2014. Return to the cluster markers in our new research area in blank. I did some wood knocking and got some wood knocking that was returned by 2 squatches. We also found by the creek a feeding area where a squatch was feeding on either a small mammal or a deer. It looked more like deer. The meat was within 24 hours old. I know this because decay had not occurred yet. It also regurgitated what seemed to be yellow fat. This find has never been documented until now. This tells me how Bigfoot feeds out in the open forest. We also found 2 creeks in the area, so we know they have plenty of water and food. The feeding area that we found gives us a look at the way they feed. This has never been seen before that I know of. This is why research on Bigfoot is so important. They stripped the meat from a kill and away from the bone and hair. We found no bones or hair, just the meat. It also regurgitated the meat as if to come back another time to feed, or they have had their fill. Five 2014, we returned to where the marker clusters are. We checked out the spot where the meat was, and as I thought, the rest of the meat was gone. They came back to feed. We then crossed to the other side of the stream, and following the path trail in the direction in which I think they're traveling. We then came across a huge X marker, which were two large trees, one weighing over 2,000 pounds, the other around 1,500 pounds, and wedged together to make an X. This symbol, in my opinion, represents a territorial marker and also a warning marker. (5/31/2014). While conducting our research, we came across another marker. This one was like one we haven't seen before, just like the X marker. We have now found 3 different symbol markers. In my opinion, I think I know what each means. The broken trees are a direction of travel. The X marker is a symbol of territory and also a warning. The third one, we're not sure at this time, but we'll figure it out. We also baited some trees with green apples, and they are gone, so we baited it again. If they are gone, we'll employ our trail cam and bait it with some apples and see what it records. (5/28/2016) Sierra Project. Around 12:30 or 1 o'clock a.m., the campfire was burning low, so we stepped out of the tent to put more wood on the fire. Need to keep it burning the rest of the night. At that time, we both looked up at the night sky, looking at the stars. Then there was an object that caught both of our eyes. We observed the object for about 10 minutes. It seemed to get very, very bright, a bright light, then disappear, and then reappear. It would also go vertical, and also would be in one position, disappear, and reappear in another position. After that, we went back to the tent to conduct the rest of our research. I did not video the said subject, for my cam I had at that time could not take videos at night. Sierra Project 2016. September 24th, 2016. We did another camp out. This was the fourth one. On this one, there was 4 of us. I, Garland, Toby, and Jason. When the sun set and the night came, the activity started, more than we ever expected. And we have been doing this for years. Saw a lot of eye shine, which was a yellowish white in color. Saw one that blinked 3 times. Also red eye shine. Around 11 o'clock p.m. we were surrounded by the group. Also viewed one through a night scope. Then they threw small rocks at us. Later the vocalization started, from whip calls to whistling, grunts, screams. Then they moved in closer, all around us. It was time to go. Eyewitness account. July 25th, 2013. On July 26th, 2013, I received a phone call from a friend. His name is Jim Brown, one of the residents of blank, and who helps us from time to time in our research. He was camping in blank off a lake. This lake is about 10 miles away from our hot spot. Around 3 o'clock a.m., Jim and many other campers were startled out of their sleep by 2 different vocalizations coming from 2 different areas. One was stronger than the other. It was like they were conversing with each other. This activity lasted for 15 minutes. Then it quit, and everything went silent. One camper let their dogs out. The dogs didn't want out and didn't want anything to do with what was going on. They ran back into the trailer, not wanting to come back outside. They were spooked. This event happened on July 25th, 2013.